Welcome to Blood in the Snow Radio, where we give you the latest news and interviews with the best in Canadian genre cinema. Here are your hosts, Robert Bellamy and Festival Director Kelly Michael Stewart.
We are still on the road for Bits Radio and Blood in the Snow 2024. What I'll do is I'll get you to introduce yourself, the project you're with and how you're connected, and then just a little synopsis of what it's about.
Okay. I'm Lori Zozzolotto. I'm an emerging black filmmaker. I am the writer, director, producer of Nereid, which is a film about a mythical woman who escapes from an abusive relationship with earth-shattering results.
Literally, yes. How did that idea come to you? Like, what was that? Why was that your first story?
Well, actually, it's kind of a twofold answer. My actress, Carol, who is the mermaid, I met her and I was inspired by her because she's an emerging actress. And I always like to write stories that have kind of like a little twist at the end. So I thought, what if we took a mermaid, gave a little twist, and took an interesting look at kind of domestic abuse and power and relationships, and threw a little magic and a little horror in.
That's always the fun part, though.
Yes.
Now, we had spoken before about this. How hard was the actual filming, like getting the locations and things like that?
The hardest part was finding the pool. I had my crew, I had my actresses and my actor, I had everyone, and it was the pool. The pools took 6 months to find, and people kept sending me pictures of pools, and I was like, no. And then I found this pool. Apparently, there's a website where you can rent people's pools in their yard.
I'm not surprised.
I did not know that was a thing. So I saw this pool, and then the people were kind of like, I don't know. And then I offered them $100 an hour, and they said yes.
It's weird how that happens.
Yes. But the pool ended up being the most difficult scene to film. For a couple of reasons. First of all, we had to wait until the color was perfect in the pool, and kudos to Lucas and Jake, my cinematographers, because they were like amazing. We picked a long weekend where there was a full moon so that we could shoot with natural light.
Oh,
and
excellent.
And then we waited literally until the water in the pool became that beautiful iridescent blue that you saw. But it took us 2 goes because the people who I'd rented the pool from did not tell me that their next door neighbors were having their annual backyard barbecue bash.
Oh, no.
Yes, with all these this man's golf buddies party. And when they found out that we were filming, they were not very polite. They were yelling all kinds of stuff like, "Hey, I want to be in a porno," and that freaked out my actors. And I said, and it ruined our sound.
Yeah.
So, and then I found out that the people I rented the pool from actually knew this was happening, and they felt so bad. They said, "Could you come back another day?" So then we ended up coming back the next day and filming till 2 a.m. because we only had 1 weekend to film, so we kind of had to mash 2 days of filming into one.
Oh, no doubt.
So it was crazy filming the pool scene, the epic pool scene at 2 a.m. It was freezing outside the pool, and I was worried about the actors, and they kept saying, "No, we don't want to come out of the pool. It's warm here. It's cold out there."
We're good.
So the rest of us were wrapped in towels and blankets trying to stay warm while we filmed. So.
Oh, just a tidbit I learned from another friend filmmaker. If you have electric blankets, those work beautiful on cold sets. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't think of that either. And then they told me they were filming up north with snow, and the main actress was in scantily clad clothing, and they would wrap her in electric blankets. And it's like, that's brilliant.
I wish I had known.
Right?
I would have wrapped my entire crew.
I did a shoot in the woods in the end of October, and same thing. I wish I had known because some of my actors were so cold that night.
I didn't realize, because I'm first-time filmmaker, that I was filming a challenging film because 2 of my scenes are on water. They're both at night. The second one takes place at what's supposed to be a seashore, and we were at a park in Sarnia, and we didn't know that kind of interesting people would come to that park at night.
Oh, no.
So we kept looking. We found that afterwards that there was actually a curfew. So we had to be out of there, finish filming before the curfew happened.
Oh, wow.
So
No pressure.
Yeah. So again, I've got all these people in the water pretending to be mermaids, and we're looking for, kind of gang activity.
Anybody coming?
And it's
Nope,
freezing
film.
and cold. And I also didn't realize that at night the water gets really rough. The waves are rougher at night than during the day. And also because we're filming during a full moon, that makes the waves really rough. So
Okay.
I had my crew, my actors in the water, and then we had to actually go in the water and pull them out because they couldn't get up.
Oh, wow. Oh, did they have like the...
They were supposed to be standing in their necks, up to their necks in the water, but because it was so rough, we had them go waist high and like sit in the water, but then they couldn't get up.
Oh, man.
So it was like, whole thing was crazy.
You mentioned this was your first film.
Yes.
What got you into filmmaking then?
Well, I've always been a creative writer, and I have a cousin who's an engineer / stand-up comedian / writer, and he's been in community theater, so he got me involved in that because he said, you never do anything with your writing, so he challenged me. So I submitted a couple of my plays to some contests, figuring they'd say no. They said yes, so then I got involved in community theater. And then I remember thinking, my son, one of my sons is a professional stuntman, and so then I heard about film, and I thought that would be an interesting way to connect with my son, and also it seemed like an interesting progression for my writing because I see things like a movie in my head. I'm not one of these. I see these writers that write like outlines and stuff like that, and that just stresses me out because I wake up with an idea or sit there and I get inspired by an idea, and it just plays like a movie in my head, and then I write it down. So I thought, why not take the film in my head and actually put it on film? So, but I was a little bit intimidated because I don't have a lot of film experience, and there's not a lot of women in film. So, but so far it's been amazing.
Yeah, I heard you kind of formed a little group.
There was 3 of us that met during the pandemic. We call ourselves 3 Friends, and our mandate was for us to support each other to write, direct, and produce 3 short films. And I didn't actually want to direct, but you needed director's credit in order to get funding. So I kind of bit the bullet, and here I am.
So how many of the 3 have accomplished this?
I am the last one, all 3 of us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the first film was my friend Maria Belenikova, and she did Journey Back. And then my friend Christine Hahn did a movie about food insecurity called Food for Thought, and that also was in film festivals last year and won a couple awards. So Nereid was the 3rd and last one. And it was also 3rd and last because we had to wait till the summer so we could film.
Fair enough. So now, is there a second round of second films?
Oh my God, I have so many ideas, and especially since I've been introduced to horror. I never thought horror was my thing, but now I'm kind of like bursting with ideas, especially some of them based around like Christmas horrors, which I didn't think were a thing, but that's just, I've got like 2 Christmas horror ideas now.
There are holiday horror films of any holiday, yes.
So yes, I have many. I literally have like 9 notebooks of ideas to choose from.
Anything to incorporate your son in there?
Actually, my very next film is going to be called Viking Son, and my stuntman son, Zach Boychuk, is going to be in it, and it is about a biracial young boy who becomes a man and embraces his Viking heritage, and there's magic in that movie as well.
Oh, neat.
Yes, he realizes that he is the keeper of his Viking heritage, and that comes with magical responsibility. And
interesting.
yes.
So you're not shying away from this whole film thing, and
No.
that is excellent.
I just need money.
Welcome to filmmaking.
Yes.
Excellent. Well, how do people keep track of what you're doing? On
Instagram, we are at Nereid 2024. That's our Instagram handle. And then, of course, I'm on Instagram as myself, Lori Zozzolotto. So that's how people can find me.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for being on the show, and good luck in the festival.
Thank you very much, and thank you for having me.
Yeah, congratulations on it. First time getting in. That's perfect.
Thank you.
Join us next time for Blood in the Snow Radio. Bits Radio is a production of Three Evil Cats Productions in association with the Blood in the Snow Canadian Film Festival. For more information and to listen to other episodes, visit bloodinthesnow.ca and tweet us at BitsFilmFest. Music by Jan Gorman, produced and edited by Kelly Michael Stewart. I am Eduardo Correa Lima.